Brought to you by BlackMagic Design, the world's highest quality products for the feature film, post and broadcast industries. BlackMagicDesign.com, the Tonkawa Film Festival, celebrating short films from around the world. Tonkawafilmfestival.com. And by Dehancer. Use the promo code RABBIT to receive 10% off Dehancer products. Dehancer.com.
Are you a fan of the French New Wave films, the Nouvelle Vague?
I am to a certain degree, at least.
So these are the movies from Truffaut and Godard, and the young men who started out as film critics for magazines like Cahiers du Cinéma, and they became filmmakers. So this film, aptly titled Nouvelle Vague, from Richard Linklater, is about the making of one of those films, maybe the most famous, along with like maybe Truffaut's The 400 Blows, the film Breathless. And it's by Jean-Luc Godard. Basically, the film is the making of Breathless. It starts with Cannes Film Festival. He sees The 400 Blows by the guy the critic from across the street, Truffaut, and he says, I got to make a movie. I have to make a feature film. I've only made a short. I need to make a feature. I'm almost getting too old for this. I'm like 28, you know. So this film, when I saw that this is Richard Linklater, and I like a lot of Linklater's pictures, especially recently. I thought Hitman was great.
Yeah.
You know, he's done some good work lately. And this is, I believe, also part of his like Netflix deal. So this will probably be on Netflix in the near future. But for an American filmmaker to make a film about an iconic French film, one of the most iconic films ever made, one of the most influential films ever made, in black and white, in French with English subtitles, and in even the same aspect ratio of the film, it's a big swing, and I like big swings, but I thought, oh my God, this has all of the potential to be pretentious and awful.
Yes. Oh yeah.
But somehow, by some miracle, Linklater is able to avoid all of the pitfalls and not make it pretentious and awful, because the movie, there's several factors. One, the movie does have a sense of humor about itself, and it is a little bit self-referential. There's a lot of movie references in it, but it sort of winks at you and says, hey, we're not going to take this too seriously, which if you did, oh my, you're awful. Yeah. Even in the movie, the actors sort of poke fun at Godard a little bit, because he's like a producer's nightmare. Like, he only wants to shoot when he wants to shoot. He doesn't adhere to any schedule. Yeah. Like when he's like feeling the vibe, and he only shoots like a few hours a day. And then the rest of the movie is people drinking wine and smoking 1,000 cigarettes. Yeah. Which I did say in my review that, warning, if you watch this movie, you may want to talk about movies incessantly, drink wine, and smoke 1,000 cigarettes, because that's what they do in the film. Another saving grace was, and there's a great quote by George Clooney when he was making his first film, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. He said, you shouldn't have famous people play famous people. And so the thing I think that would have killed this movie would be if they put famous American movie stars as these iconic French characters. So it's mainly French actors that play the roles, and I'll see if I can get the names right here. So Guillaume Marbec is Godard, Aubrey Dulin is Jean-Paul Belmondo. The only American in the film is Zoey Deutch, who plays Jean Seberg, and looks like enough like her that you're not taken out of the movie. They're all terrific in the film, but in my mind, the minute you saw Timothée Chalamet in the movie, or like Alden Ehrenreich, or one of these, young movie stars, I'm out of the movie. All I'm going to see is that guy pretending to be these people. Yeah. Whereas these guys felt like they were the people. So much so, between that, the costume design, the art direction, the set design, the recreation of the period is like spot on. The attention to detail is amazing. We also get a bit of a history lesson, because he'll show you people who just they're almost like breaking the fourth wall and sort of looking at the camera, and he'll put lower third their names so you know who they are. Right. and it's like so and so, producer of Breathless, Jean-Luc Godard, like so he kind of some almost like they did in the film like The Big Short or something like that, where they're telling you who these people are,
Right,
so you have a historical context.
You don't have to necessarily go online.
Right.
necessarily
Otherwise,
have
you'd
to
be
get a full
endlessly
history
Googling
lesson.
who everybody is.
Yeah.
But it's really well done. All of these elements make it look like Linklater like went back in time to make this movie. You know what I mean? Like it looks like he like somehow had like a time machine and went back to the 60s and made it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a real love letter to the period and to the film. I think he really knocked it out of the park. I mean, I think you have to kind of be a certain kind of certain kind of film fan for this movie. I don't think it's going to be everybody's cup of tea. Like the same people who go to see Transformers, probably not the audience for this movie.
Maybe not. Maybe not. No.
I also don't know, because I've seen Breathless more than once, and I actually watched it again recently. I don't know if I would probably say you'd have to have seen Breathless in order to get the most out of the movie, but I don't know if you need to see Breathless in order to get the most out of the movie, or to get something out of the movie. But otherwise, it was great. I thought it was really, really well done, and I really enjoyed it.
This is the BTRP Media Network.